Hello, hello. Welcome back to another installment of the Two Raccoons in a Trench Coat podcast. I'm one of your hosts for today's episode, Some Guy with a Hat, joined by, I had something planned out earlier and I've completely lost it. So,
That's okay, because I'm some guy with a microphone. You may also know me as my old handle, Roken Zelza from the Roken cast, if you're a really old school fan. But probably not. I'm some guy with a microphone now. What do we have on the agenda today?
well, today we're doing another you pick, I pick thing here. Um, we did this previously with Sinners and Fury, so we're going to do it again because there's nothing really out. There's a couple things we could talk about, but doesn't mean they'd be good episodes. But before we get into the episode itself, do you want to test out a new segment here?
Sure.
I don't know what we're going to call it, but I do want to briefly talk about some news. The news being Wicked. Heard it wasn't great.
Is that true?
So one of our friends put on their letterbox that it was like a 3 out of 10 or maybe like a 3 out of 5.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and we actually had a brief conversation with a couple people the other night. And let me bring up. Yeah, the only way they would envision doing an episode is if they were to like pitch us on the movie on like how fun it is. But they they said they wouldn't even recommend doing that. So I don't think it's very good, which is kind of hilarious because it means our hatred in the movie is justified now.
Vindicated.
Yep.
Vindicated, always right. My opinions are facts, and that's today's new social media post. My opinions are fact.
Yeah, thank God no theaters were showing anything other than Wicked. All right. That's all the news I think I have. Maybe we'll do this segment again in 4 months. Maybe not. All right. I think. Did I give my quotes first last time? I think I did.
Possibly?
Okay. So do you want to go first this time?
Sure, okay. So, I don't know if you've ever even heard of this movie, but it is a childhood classic for me, and I rewatched it recently. I didn't have this topic in mind when I rewatched it, but I did rewatch it, and you know how when you're a little kid, you really cling to some things, and like a lot of your personality forms in like your younger years and just kind of stays and evolves?
Yep.
This is my personality as a movie.
Okay. Is it? No, Sonic came out way after we were kids, so it's not that.
Not Sonic.
All right. Yeah, we are. I guess we should say we're doing childhood classics this week. What that means, we might have differing opinions in that. We might not. It might line up. Who knows? But yeah, why don't you get into some of your quotes?
Okay. We should preface this. Can we? Okay. I'm gonna give you the 5 quotes I have. Some of them are a bit of a conversation back and forth because this movie does not have good one-liners.
Okay.
It is a children's movie. They don't do one-liners. Well, there's one good line, but you'll get there. Anyway, after I've done my 5 quotes, I think you should be allowed up to 3 hints.
I think. Yeah, I think we got 3 hints last time, and it was whenever we felt confident.
Got it.
So
Okay. Quote 1. Can I bring you anything back? Something to hang on this tree. But this tree is bare. No leaves, no fruit. Then think of something. Any guesses so far? That's a pivotal part of the plot of this film.
I don't know. I'm getting like classic underrated Disney or VeggieTale vibes right now, so I'm not confident
Okay.
at all.
Okay. Quote 2. Do you know where latitude so and so and longitude so and so is? I ought to. I live near there. That is the line. So latitude and longitude so and so is the line. I didn't have to preface that. That's how it's written.
Is is it Atlantis?
It is not.
Okay.
Quote number 3. You know an awful lot about forests. Well, I'm made of wood, so I'm kind of part forest.
Mm, I have a sinking feeling I'm not going to know what this is.
Okay. Quote number 4. It's rude to point. Rule 709 pence.
Oh, God. All right, give me the last one.
All right. It's easy. Just sing la 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 or whatever comes into your head. That is a giveaway if you've seen this film.
Yeah, so obviously I haven't seen it. So my
All
next
right, are you?
guess
Uh-huh.
is The Bourne Ultimatum.
No.
Really? It's a childhood classic for me. Um
I can't laugh. The first movie I really kind of watched at 9 was Scarface. So,
yeah. All Quiet on the Western Front.
no.
Okay. What is it?
Do you want some hints first?
Sure.
The movie is animated, but not by any major studios that still exist today.
Okay. I had a feeling it was
So
animated.
you had the VeggieTale vibes. You're getting very close, but think less God. Less God, more cute animals that are ripoffs of every other. This movie, this is hit number 2, rips off of as many franchises as it can, and as fast as it can as possible.
Yeah. I don't. This is definitely something I haven't seen.
And clue number 3, it came out in 1996.
No.
I was 1. I don't know who got me this movie. I don't know when they got me this movie. I don't know. Oh, here's a freebie. It's the movie. Apparently, there was a TV show before it was a movie, and I can't find the TV show anywhere. It's lost to time. Apparently.
JJ the Jet Plane. I don't know.
It is no, it's not. Are you ready for the big reveal?
Yeah.
Mumfie's Quest the movie.
What in the shit is that?
It is a fantastic children's movie that if you can find it through completely legal means, you should totally watch it, even though it's completely dead media and nobody would miss it if you pirated it. I don't think any of the companies that worked on it are in business. I don't think the animators have hands anymore. I'm pretty sure the voice actors were all executed. I don't know.
Let's see, 1996. Yeah, like it does not even look familiar. So I don't know anything about this.
I don't know where it came from. I never watched anything else Mumfie, or I've never read. Apparently, there's multiple Mumfie things, but the movie's the most popular. It's got a DVD release, so it must have been re-released at some point.
It's from the creator of Thomas and Friends, is what IMDb says. So that's interesting.
Well, I have to go on Amazon. Can I just get a physical copy of this? Uh-oh, it's requesting me to use Rufus. It does not know. Found it! Found it for $12.
Nice.
Anyways, it's on a timeless classic. Yeah, Britt Allcroft's Magic Adventures of Mumfie, Mumfie's Quest the movie. I might order this right now, actually.
Is it that
I need
fun?
you all to watch. It's only got 3 copies left. Oh, more on the way.
More. There's
it's also
no way it's still in distribution.
Released.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna buy it right now. on the live on the podcast. Oh, cool. Comes tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll put it on my debit card. I don't care. Bum. Done. Ordered. $13. And I'm gonna have a childhood classic in my home. Because remember, kids, physical media is the only way to preserve it.
Mm-hmm. All right. You ready
Right?
for...
With that out of the way, I'm ready. I already know what yours is, but go for it. I already have a guess.
Okay, why don't you guess right now?
Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase.
No. So
Damn.
this one was kind of hard to pick because I didn't want to pick something that we've already talked about, like Pirates of the Caribbean. That's a childhood classic to me, or something that we're going to talk about, like Scooby-Doo.
Right.
So I will say we have kind of mentioned it before, but we didn't go into any detail, so I think it still qualifies to talk about on this episode. All right.
All right.
Quote
First
number
quote.
1. Do you accept rolls of quarters?
Accept rolls of quarter. Okay. I'll make a guess after every quote.
All right.
Make guess after. Do you accept rolls of quarters? All right. Is it Recess the movie?
No.
Okay.
Quote 2. These 4 little blips are your life's work?
These 4 little blips here, life's work. It. Okay. So I know you didn't watch Tron until you were older.
Yeah, like relatively recently after Legacy was released.
Okay. 4 little blips here, life's work. Is it Small Soldiers?
No.
Okay.
Quote 3. I got dibs on the mountain guide.
Okay, that threw me way off. Okay. So they have a girl. It's okay. Is it Snow Dogs?
No.
Okay.
Right. Quote 4. We're in deep schist.
Okay, so it's a movie that knows adult humor.
Yeah. Like, again, like, childhood classic to me, like, I don't know, not necessarily like a children's movie, but something I watched as a kid. So, like, something like The Bourne Legacy or whatever is not excluded from what I consider to be a childhood classic.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna get out of the mindset of animated then.
Yes, I will tell you it's not animated.
Okay. You said dibs on the mountain guide?
Correct.
It's not Snow Dogs. Is it Togo?
No. That's
Okay.
That's something that you know for a fact I have not seen.
Okay, but here's my thing. There's a whole topic of realizing things from childhood coming up in the later bit. I thought maybe this was gonna be one of those things we were like, I've never heard of this. What's you and you're like, oh my god, I watched this as a child.
Yeah.
You just never forgot about it.
Yeah.
But okay. Next quote.
All right, final one. We're still falling.
We're still falling.
Yep.
Okay. 4 little blips here, life's work. It's not animated.
Nope.
It's not really a kids movie.
No, but like this is something that I watched in like 5th grade. I think for the first time.
Okay. I have. Okay, no. I'm gonna take a shot. Okay, I have 2 things that could be.
Okay.
Can I? Okay. How many hints do I have left?
-2, I think.
Fuck. All right. Going off the whole blips thing and the mountain guide thing. Because
Mhm.
the mountain guide, it gets. Is it Journey to the Center of the Earth?
Correct.
Oh my god! My other
Nice.
guess was Men in Black 2. I don't know why, but the We're Still Falling, I was like, I can see Will Smith saying that.
Nope, another Brendan Fraser classic on the podcast here.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Iceland.
Yep, Reykjavik.
Ah.
God, I
Alright,
haven't even
I'm a little.
watched.
That's a good movie.
I know I haven't even watched it in at least 10 years.
Yeah,
Um,
same. Did they
and
remake it?
what?
Did they remake it?
No, they did a sequel with The Rock. That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
something like a Lost Island. I don't know. I think I saw it once and it wasn't.
And then they did the same thing with Jumanji.
Yeah, but I don't think that's necessarily in the same universe.
Yeah, no.
But it's the same kind of concept.
Yeah, because it's a remake. It's a continuation, but The Rock is in it. You know, Jumanji. And then Jumanji 2.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I haven't seen it in a while, and I'm looking up quotes because, like, I remember the rolls of quarters and the schist line.
What was that?
The what was what?
Did you? Never mind. Continue.
Everything okay?
I guess?
Sweet. All right.
I
Cool.
I thought I heard someone talking to me like really close, and I turned my head and there's nobody there.
Oh, that happens to me all the time. The doctors say it's something like schizophrenia. Don't worry
Okay,
about it.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm not taking drugs for it, but cool.
No, they said it's nothing to worry about. It's really unimportant.
Sweet.
Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, like I remember maybe the two lines, and I'm looking up quotes, and I'm like remembering more and more of the movie and the setup, and I'm like, yeah, this is a really solid movie.
Oh yeah.
Let's get into your film a bit. I'm excited to hear about it.
So, Mumfie's Quest, the movie, is a story of a little elephant. So, okay. Okay. Let's start with what's synopsis. Elephant wants to be on an adventure. He has a little house in a little forest, and he wants an adventure. So every day he goes to the mailbox and he waits for a package because adventures always come in parcels, right?
Of course, yeah.
That's how they happen. And then one day he has this idea out of nowhere that he's like, huh, maybe adventures don't come in packages. So he packs a little day pack with like a handkerchief and some cake crumbs. Gotta have those cake crumbs. Then he goes for a walk and he gets a little scared because he's never left the woods before, but he does, and there's a large field, and there's a scarecrow in the field. Yes, Wizard of Oz style. And then he's just like, I'm gonna sit right here. And the scarecrow is like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm sitting here. And he's like, well, sit somewhere else. Leave. And he's like, what do you do, Mr. Scarecrow? And he has a fire line, which is, I keep away the crows and strangers with peculiar noses. Because he's
What
an
do you mean?
elephant.
Oh, okay.
He's an elephant. No, not Jewish.
Yeah,
Not a Jewish line.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Scarecrow?
What's with that weird 45-degree angle your arm is stuck at? And then the Scarecrow is like, all right, I'll go on an adventure with you. Why not? Because why wouldn't they? Then they discover a farm, probably the same farm, and there's a pig, and the pig has wings, and all of the other pigs are mean to her because she's got wings, and so they're mean and kind of racist. So the elephant's like, come with us. And the pig's like, okay. And then they go for a walk, and they find a beach. And they're like, oh, look, a mountain. But mountains don't go on the beach. Well, this one does. And it's a whale. And the whale's a luxury cruise liner inside. And so they ride the whale to the island the little pig is from. And it's cursed because there's the Queen of Night who she rules the nighttime, and she lives on this little island with all her little friends. And they get to this island, and it turns out her secretary stole her cloak, which makes him the new, like, Secretary of Night. and then he changed all the rules. No dancing, no singing, no whistling, no humming. And then there's a scene where Mumfie, the titular character, the elephant, is like, gotta dance, gotta whistle, gotta sing. Like the movie is full of like tiny mini songs. Like, you know how Disney always had like full length songs in their film?
Yeah.
Yeah, this took that, but took like they're 30 seconds long. We don't have that kind of a budget. Which was great. They there's a raven who you would vibe with so fucking well, because the little elephant gets captured by a little toad looking man, and he's like, you wait in this room and you will dust. And then Mumphy is like, all right. And so he's dusting, and then there's this raven who's trapped in a cage. And the raven has a whole song about how bad he is and how much he hates himself. And he's like, I'm just a waste of your time. And then Mumpy's like, no, you're not. Come with me. And the raven's like, I can't fly. And Mumpy's like, I can't either. I'm an elephant. And he's like, that's a really good point. And then they leave because the cage the raven was in wasn't locked for some reason. Mind you, this raven is like quintessential to the Queen of Night restoring power, and the Secretary of Night kidnapped him, clipped his wings, and then stuck him in a cage with no locks on it.
Well, you can't have a master
So there's
plan and be smart at the same time.
true. So then they get out, and then the Scarecrow and the Pig are looking for Mumfie, who's been taken prisoner, and they follow a trail of tissues, little tissue pieces that Mumfie was tearing off. I don't. There is a lot in this movie they glaze over because they realize their marketing is children, and they're like, this doesn't have to have a cohesive story to work, and it doesn't. And it does. There is violence. There's a part where they're all skating because the Queen of Night, her palace, the floor is made of ice.
Of course it is.
And Mumpy's like, well, why? And then the evil man's like, why not? And then the Raven's like, it makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, if someone broke in and they don't have ice skates, it'd be really hard to get across. You know? And everyone's like, yeah, that makes fucking sense. And so they start learning to ice skate, and there's a whole little song. The longest song in the movie is about learning to ice skate. I don't know what that says about the movie, but the Raven and Mumfie are singing and talking about like that. And so then, while they're singing and ice skating and dancing around, his name is Bristle. He's a toad man, the mean little toad guy, and he's like chasing them around on the skates. And then the Pig and the Scarecrow catch up. And the Scarecrow can just knows how to skate. He's fine. I don't know how he knows. He couldn't walk 5 minutes ago. He can skate fine now. Doesn't make a difference. Anyway, the Scarecrow uses an umbrella he got from the Queen of Night. Side story. Don't worry about that part. It's highly irrelevant to the rest of the whole fucking story. He uses his umbrella to swing Toadman around, and then he crashes to the ground, clonking his head on the ice and going unconscious. Purposefully, the Scarecrow did this.
Oh, well.
And then there's a line in the movie where the Raven, who is like German, I guess, goes, "Ach, out cold, like a light bulb with, out cold, like a light with a bulb gone." Now he has an accent that, as a child, I hadn't heard before. For years, for decades, I am 30 now. I thought the line was, out like a light with a pop gun. And I was like, oh, because like someone used a pop gun to like break the light. I get it. That made sense for me for 30 fucking years. Anyway, at this point, they're like, yay, we have this Jewel of Night, which Mumfie then drops in the fucking ocean.
Oh, that's a reference to Titanic?
Yes, actually. I believe it is. Anyway, so then...
Didn't Titanic come out in 99? Maybe not.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
'97, so still a year
All
after
right,
that film
so
came out. So
you know what? Titanic stole the whole movie from Mumfie.
they did. James Cameron, we're on to your ass.
I am coming for Avatar. Avatar 4, The Way of Earthbending or some shit. I don't know what it is now.
Who
Anyway,
cares?
no one cares anymore. The second one was just swimming. The movie, I guess. I don't know. Moving on. So then he's like, oh no, I dropped the one thing we need to save the day in the ocean. And the whale's like, don't worry. I conveniently have somebody on board who can help you. And it's the wife of the admiral. And the admiral is all about the ocean. But the admiral's been kidnapped, you see. And his wife is trying to save him. And he's been kidnapped by the Buccaneers. And they have a badass song. It's like, you'll be cruising for a bruising with the Buccaneers. And it's really fucking cool. And they're underwater pirates. I don't know how that works. Doesn't really matter. Long story short, they go. They are, power of friendship saves the day. Shonen Jump kind of shit. And they get the admiral, and the admiral's like, let's find the Jewel of Night. And then they find it, and then they get the Jewel of Night back because there's no stakes here. And then they go back. They give the Queen of Night her powers back. It turns out the Queen of Night's powers are in her cloak, which when Scarecrow's talking to Queen of Night, he's like, well, we can help you get your cloak back. What does it look like? She says, and I quote, large enough to cover the night sky, but small enough to fit in a thimble. And he looks at the pig and goes, well, it sounds distinct. Which was great delivery for a kid's film, made in '96, with a budget of like $9. Also, the sound quality of this film, I'm pretty sure they did it in our recording studio.
Oh, really? That's weird because we still haven't received that check.
I don't think we're going to. I think everyone in that movie is defunct or dead.
Well, they're gonna be.
But yeah. I'm sorry, my fiance's computer just roared to life for no reason in particular. My fiance doesn't shut her computer down at the end of the night. She just puts it to sleep mode.
Oh, that's.
I'm gonna go hit it real quick. BRB. One of the bearings is going dead in her fan, and so it likes to just yell and scream. Thank you. So you have to like jostle it just enough so that the bearing gets back on the little rotator. Doesn't matter.
Look, abuse is helpful sometimes. You just have to hit them just enough to where they keep in line, right?
Yeah, it's called persuasive maintenance.
Yeah.
Anyway, that aside, they give the queen back her jewel. She wins the day. The secretary is punished somehow. I don't know. And then they're kind of like, all right, great adventure, everybody. And then Pinky, the little pig, is reunited with her mom. And then all the people can sing and dance and whistle again. And it's great. It's wonderful. Yeah, honestly, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make all of us watch it. It'll be here Saturday. It'll be here before Saturday.
That sounds like a fever dream and a half. I'm gonna be completely honest.
I think we need to be very wasted. I think everybody should have to sleep over on Friday night, and I'm gonna make us all watch Mumfie and drink alcohol.
I'm not opposed to that. Yeah, I mean, we'll get our theme park correspondent over here. It'll be great.
Yeah. So, my movie done. Walk us through Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Before we fully transfer over, why are you such a fan of this movie? Like, what is it? Just nostalgia, or is it like, are there actual like good points to it?
I think the reason I'm such a big fan is one, it is nostalgia carries it heavily. The animation is choppy. The sound design is not great. The songs are all 30 seconds long, made up while at a pub trying to sell a movie. But it's just good. It's the kind of like fast paced that it's like this has to be a kids movie.
Yeah.
Because any adult watching it goes, well, there's like several points of logic that don't make sense here. And why is this? And it's just like, because it's a kids movie. Moving on. Just cause.
No, you don't get a pass for
But I
that. Look, as the only film major here, let me tell you, I'm going to rip this film to shreds.
um
Context
and
be damned.
and I after watching the movie back, I realized that a lot of my mannerisms, a lot of like my sense of humor comes from this film. Also, do you know the show Yu-Gi-Oh?
I am aware of it. I might have seen like a couple minutes of it, but I was never allowed to watch it.
Got it. So there's a character called Yugi, and he has the Egyptian pharaoh named Yami inside him. You know that much?
I mean, I knew what the main character's name was. I didn't know he had a god inside of him.
Oh, inside the Millennium Puzzle. We'll get into that in a different. We'll have a whole Yu-Gi-Oh thing another
Yeah,
day.
I have some of the cards because I thought my neighbors had them and I thought they looked cool. Um, but no, I never got into the show.
I only like the first season. After that, it's not bad. It's just not what I was. I was too old for it at that point. But that aside, Mumfie, his design is very similar to Yugi Moto. Like the eye placement, the facial expression is all very Yugi Moto coded to me. And
Hmm.
I think that's why I like it a lot, is because I'm like, this feels familiar. Um, but like it's a movie that I watch and I'm like, there's a lot of me here. There's a lot of like, that's sarcasm. I picked up. It also taught me a lot of words. So yeah. Also, a lot of like the musical like numbers, like gotta dance, gotta whistle, gotta sing. I have that in the back of my mind and just never had a place for it until I heard it. I'm like, oh my god, that's that melody. That's where it's from. You know what I mean?
That happens to me all the time.
It's one of those things where you're just like, that's where it's just like it's like finding uh um a Reese's peanut butter cup that's got two wrappings on the inside, two little cups in there. And you're like, oh, a second one. That's where the first one was hiding. And it's just like that.
It's the
But yeah,
weirdest analogy ever. All right, I vibe with it.
it's a great movie. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch a lot of really bad movies.
Yeah. If you'd like to see our reaction to watching these questionable quality movies, let us know. I think maybe doing some live reactions and commentary might be fun. Uh,
We could totally set up a camera and we could just have the movie going.
yeah, I don't know
And
if
as
you
long as we don't,
yeah, I don't know if you know this, but I do happen to have a camera and some mics and stuff.
are you like a film guy or something?
No.
Um, I was eating a pixie stick. I thought you were gonna go off on a joke about that, and then my first thought was, no, I use it for watching The Neighbors.
No, I was maybe gonna go off a joke, and then I'm like, no, I think just saying no would be funnier. So no, honest, like unironically though, the main thing I use my camera for right now in this current instance is recording the scam calls that I'm getting. I'm just recording them, sending them all to my lawyer. Like, hey, this is what they're saying. Like, they're just confirming all this stuff that they shouldn't be telling me, but it's like, whatever. Thank you for
Great.
helping me sue you.
I can't wait to have like a small mansion because of that.
Okay. Side tangent. I got another call today, and they confirmed that it's the dealership where they got my information from. And
Oh,
yet again, I very explicitly told them stop calling, and the guy's like, I'm confused." I'm like, "You guys have been like harassing me for months on end, multiple times a day. You need to stop calling." And he's like, "So you don't want the coverage?" And I'm like, "You motherfucker." Ah, so yeah, that's been fun.
oh god.
But yeah, Journey to the Center of the Earth. You've seen it?
I have. It's a great film. Brendan Fraser is a masterpiece of a person.
He is. I think this is the first film that I've seen that he was in. Trying to remember if there are any other childhood classics. I know he was in The Mummy before this, but I only just recently saw The Mummy for the first time. Um, but yeah, it's got
Okay.
him, Josh Hutcherson. Is that
Yep.
his name?
Yep.
Known for Hunger Games and I think Bridge to Terabithia as well.
Yep.
Yep, that's him. And then I do not remember the chick's name, the tour guide,
I don't know.
what the actress' name is. I don't even remember the characters' names. Um, but yeah, it follows, for those of you who might not know, it follows this guy who's a scientist. His brother, I think, went missing a certain amount of time ago, and his nephew gets dropped off to spend some time with him. And the two are kind of at odds because it's like one of those like, hey, I don't really know how to look after a kid. I wasn't expecting this, and the kid's like, I just want to play video games the whole time. So they stop by Brendan Fraser's office. They see the 4 blips when there's supposed to be 3. So they go looking for the brother who I think is the kid's dad. Is that relationship there? Um, so they go to Reykjavik in Iceland or wherever. They go through a ton of different set pieces. There's climbing through the mountains, rappelling down the cavern, falling down into the waterfall. At one point, they have to deal with like human-sized Venus flytraps, and then at the end, there's a dinosaur. Um,
Rar.
all in like a race against time because the core of the Earth is heating up, and they're gonna get fried pretty soon. So they're the final stretch there. They have to, I think, get propelled up out of the center of the Earth via a geyser. I think that's what the end plot point is. Again, it's been at least 10 years since I've seen it. But I do know, I might not remember all the details, but I do remember it being a pretty good movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So why is this a childhood classic for you?
So it's one of those where I don't like, I remember watching it as a kid multiple times. Um, Back when we lived in North Carolina, my sister and I, when we would still talk, would have movie nights. And this was always one of the ones that was in the rotation where if we couldn't pick something, because it was usually either um, I'd make her watch a Star Wars, or we'd pick one of the Pirates of the Caribbean, or it would be this movie. So that's something we watched pretty often. Um, and just memories, like I think the first time I watched it, it was in class in 5th grade. And my only memory of it, it's not even watching the movie. The teacher was like, all right, we're going to be watching this film. Now, as a heads up, there might be a swear word in here. And one of the guys in my class was like, oh, sweet. And the teacher's like Hunter or whatever the hell the guy's name was, like, what would your mom think if I told you that? Or what would your mom think if I told her you said that? He's like, no, 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 no. Like went full on Punisher. Wait.
She'll hit me. She'll hit me again.
So yeah, it's just one of those films that, yeah, there is nostalgia there, but outside of those fond memories, it is a pretty good movie. So, something that I'm always conflicted on is when a movie is based off of a previously existing either franchise or work of media, if that's included. So, like,
Mhm.
Tron, for example, in Legacy, the Tron video game is in the arcade. That's kind of explained to be part of the lore. In this film, the Journey to the Center of the Earth book by Jules Verne is mentioned, and it's brought up a couple times. um, to where it's treated more like science fiction, but I think one of the characters, I think the brother who went missing, like took it to heart and he's like, oh, well, there actually could be stuff here. Um, so I always find that interesting, and I think it worked out well enough in this film, even though it's realistically a ridiculous jump to think, hey, this book written before, I think before there were even like airplanes or something. It's an old book. Like they actually could have some basis to the fact that the Earth is hollow. Um, so it's a major logic jump there, but again, it you're
I would
watch
say it's an absolutely incredible major logic jump because the Earth can't be hollow; it's flat.
right. Like, what is this like donut Earth theory now? Like, come on, guys, pick a lane.
But continue.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't bother me whenever it didn't bother me back then when I watched it because it's a fun adventure movie with Brendan Fraser. Like that's and it had a dinosaur in it, so I was like, yep, we're hitting all the boxes here. It's
We're checking every box here, man.
yep, there are no giant robots that turn into cars or anything, but hey, not every movie can be perfect. I'll give you that. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this movie? Do you consider it a classic, or is it just something that you thought was good?
It's it's definitely a classic. It's one of the kind of movies that like I haven't watched it in a long time, but like you know how I don't have cable anymore. Um,
Who
but
does
you know
have
how like
cable? Like that's a valid
like
question. Who does have cable?
my parents,
Oh,
the old people, but like back when cable was a thing. Remember when you would like be scrolling through like TV Guide or whatever,
yeah,
and you would just like if it's one of those movies that if like I saw it was on, I would stop scrolling, go to that channel, and watch that film.
yeah, yeah,
It's one of those like I don't care if it's already halfway through, I'll watch the rest of it.
yeah. Like it's got so many different set pieces as well. Like
Hmm.
again, even if you pick it up halfway through, there's still a decent amount of stuff. You're not getting the whole story, but you're getting a decent amount of captivating material to convince yourself to watch it through. Like shifting topics slightly, I went and found the DVD today when I decided this is what I wanted to talk about, um, and it's one of those like it's the 3D version as well on a DVD, and it had like the glasses and everything in the case. Um, I think I've seen it in the 3D in that version,
Hmm.
but it. I think that's more of like the gimmicky 3D stuff to where you can just throw on a pair of cheap glasses and watch it on a regular TV and it would still work because it's like they did the red blue shift and outlines of stuff. It's not like a modern like James Cameron or Tron 3D where it's like
Hmm.
built in to where you need a specialized display and machine to be able to process it. But again, something that adds to the fun of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ba, 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 ba.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have too much else to talk about for this movie.
Not no. I mean, that's the thing. It's one of the movies you don't have to have a lot of notes for because it's a good film. I had a lot on Mumfie because it's a flawed film.
Well, that and I feel like you're one of the only three people who know that it exists. Like,
Yeah. Okay. So I've asked several people throughout the past. I saw it a couple days ago. I've asked several people. Zero hits. Not a single person other than me. I asked my mom if she remembered it. She goes, "I don't know what you're talking about." And I watched that movie a lot as a kid. It's the reason I learned to work a VCR. I was a 2-year-old that could use the PC and knew how to work the VCR.
oh, dude, like my grandparents parent had to call me over one time when I was like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5. Like, how do I work the VCR? And I had to set it up for them. Like, I feel that.
Call in the professionals.
Exactly.
And yeah, that doesn't count as work experience in the work field anymore.
Ugh, no, what? Like, you have to be 20 with 17 years of experience?
Like certain people,
Yeah, in some certain chat rooms or whatever.
certain pages.
Yeah. Well, how are we looking on time? I think we're at a decent spot. Yeah. Anything else you wanted to touch on?
Yeah. You know what? Put your childhood classic movies down below in the comments. And you know what? The highest voted comment, we will watch that movie and we will talk about it briefly in a future episode.
And we will judge you harshly on your picks.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. This is not a judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
That's Planet Fitness.
And if you put down your favorite childhood classic is 50 Shades of Grey, I know you're lying. Like, don't even try it. But yeah.
That's all I got.
Yep, I think that's all I have as well. Thanks for joining us on another. Have we classified, like, came up with what we want to call these kinds of episodes?
Oh god. Filler content? That's essentially what it is. It's a filler episode.
Thanks for joining us on another bottle episode here of the Two Raccoons in a Trenchcoat podcast. I've been some guy with a hat.
I've been some guy with the microphone, and let's throw this bottle full of gasoline in a rag. I called a Molotov episode.
All right. Thanks for joining us on the Molotov. Leave comments down below. Rate the episodes if you feel like it. And we will catch you in the next one.
Bye-bye.